All right, folks, so right now I'm sitting here waiting for this video that I've been promising you for so long to render. It's killing me because it's just taking a lot longer than I had thought. The original rendering time was 4 hours. Now we're down to about an hour and 14 minutes. So anyway, I thought in the meantime I would post a little video here because it doesn't look like this video is going to get up tonight. It's probably not going to go live until tomorrow morning. I'll send you an email when it does. But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you a question that I got today via email. And the question is, do you recommend setting up a joint venture agreement if partnering with someone? And what would that look like? And what if all the participants of the joint venture agreement didn't contribute equally? And this is from Jamie. So Jamie, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate you writing in, and I've gotten a lot of questions from a lot of people. So my goal here is over the next several weeks to answer more of these. But let's start with this. So Jamie says, so do you recommend setting up a joint venture agreement if partnering with somebody? Yes, absolutely. That kind of goes without saying that you need to have some sort of contract or agreement in place if you're going to partner with anybody. It just, it's almost stupid to not do it. Because when you get in a marriage or when you get in a partnership with somebody, it's almost like a marriage. And if you break up, it can be just as bad as a divorce. And you want to have something in writing that talks about what's going to happen if you do break up and talks about those issues. So that's very important. You definitely need to have that in writing. What would it look like? It's typically a contract. It's going to talk about who's contributing what. It's going to talk about how much money you're going to contribute, what each person's duties are going to be, what happens if somebody wants out. Is there going to be a buyout clause? What happens if somebody gets divorced or somebody dies? Are you going to have life insurance that's going to protect their interest in the business? You know, are the shares going to revert to the other person in the event of a death? I know people that have gotten into big problems because a partner dies and they leave their shares in the business to their heirs, and now their heirs want to come in and run the company. Well, that's a big problem. So you want to have stuff like that in there. You're going to want to talk about you know, anything that's related to what you might be doing in the business or is related to what could happen if somebody wants out of the business, or if somebody else wants to buy into the business, how are you going to divide up your shares? So that's all important to put into a joint venture agreement. And I assume, Jamie, when you mean joint venture agreement, you're really referring to a partnership agreement. A joint venture is typically two different businesses doing something together. That's a different type of situation. The next part of the question is, what if all the participants of the joint venture agreement didn't contribute equally? Well, if you have an LLC, that can be okay because you can basically outline who's going to contribute what, and if you want everyone to share in the profits equally, then you can do that. There's a lot of flexibility with an LLC in that regard. If you have an S corporation, as a lot of people do, then you divide up the profits in proportion to your share of the business, your share ownership in the business. So if you contribute 50% of the cash, then you get 50% of the profits. If you contribute 25% of the cash, then you're only going to get 25% ownership and 25% of the profits. So it really is going to depend a lot. I don't have nearly enough information here to obviously give any legal advice regarding this, and I can't give legal advice because this is a video that's going to be on YouTube, and so I can't share legal advice here. But I think that's kind of, I hope that helps you out. I hope that answers your question at least a little bit. If you do have questions, or if anybody else has questions about joint venture or partnership agreements, please feel free to leave some comments below or reach out to me, obviously at hawthornelaw.net, and check your email because I will be posting when the first live video training goes live. It's not a live video training, but I'll be posting when that goes live, and that will happen probably, hopefully this evening sometime, or early tomorrow morning. So thanks so much, folks. Have a great night. We'll talk soon.